Hi, I'm Mark Davis with Penn's Big Water Adventures, and I'm far away from my home in South Carolina, one of the greatest fisheries in the world, right up your alley. Buffalo, New York, downtown. We're going out on Lake Erie smallmouth fishing. Before it's all said and done, we'll probably end up catching some lake trout on Lake Ontario. But I can promise you this, when a guy that goes from Alaska to Panama fishing saltwater for everything that swims spends the first couple weeks of May every single year for the last 17 years on the eastern basin of Lake Erie out of Buffalo and Niagara, you might ought to check it out. This is one of the greatest fisheries in the world, and it's right here in western New York. South Carolina boy got to get my directions right. Unbelievable fishery right here, and that's why we're here.
Bob, tell me what we got on there right now.
Big fish. I don't know what kind yet, but we're pretty sure it's a lake trout. And he feels good, feels solid. He's getting closer.
All right, Bob, go ahead, come to the front with him. He's going this way. Go ahead, just walk him nice and slow. Just work him to the front. Michael, go ahead, clear so I can put this rod back down. He'll just settle down when we get him over here. Keep it tight for him. Keep going. You get to the swell, and I'm gonna let go, and you go out and down. All right. He takes off again. You go. All right, what we have swimming here is a very cooperative, very docile 34-inch lake trout. Now, for those of you at home thinking, wow, that's a big lake trout. Yes, in fact, that is a big lake trout. Up on the bow, Bob George with Buck Knives is thinking, please, 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 put a lip grabber in this fish and get him in the boat. But we wanted to show him to you. And of course, the only way you can show him to him, you see how big my hand is? He's behaving, and we're not in too big a worry because he's got 2 hooks in him. We're slow trolling quick fish, about 2 knots, out off the Niagara Bar, mouth of the Niagara River, Lake Ontario, and we are absolutely lambasting these fish. It's the first week of May. A lot of people, including me earlier today, are up on Lake Erie catching smallmouth. But when you're using 12-pound test and pulling for fish like this, you really have got to get on it. And when it's hot, you just got to be here. So, let's introduce you to our very, very well-behaved guest right here. Come here, buddy. That's a snug.
Yeah.
And there's Bob on the bow. That right there is the good representation of what you can expect this time of year on the bar, the mouth of Lake Ontario, right outside the Niagara Falls, which flows into the Niagara River, which flows into the Lake Ontario, where these lake trout are. How about that?
Not only is he fat, he's long.
Yeah, and the fish is big too.
Yeah, it's true.
I know.
How you doing? I'm Jerry Benedicto from Seagar. We're here on Lake Erie, fishing with Mogensen Outdoors. Captain Mike over here took us over to this wall over here. I think it's called Donnelly's Wall. And what we're doing basically, we're just kind of drifting along this structure over here. There's a ton of bait fish around the area, a lot of shiners, birds everywhere. We're just hoping we don't get pooped on.
Just get you close up here.
This one's for Mark Davis. Nice fish. Basically, we're drifting off of this wall over here, just dragging this tube along. Not really doing too much casting because the drift itself makes the bait move the way we want it. That strong 15-pound Tatsu fluorocarbon leader here tied to this braid we got on. Definitely helps make it easy leadering it out of the water. God, I love these colors on these smallies up here. They're just different. You know, I mean, the way I look at it, look at the stripes on the face here. Basically looks like war paint. Using those mustad hooks. Got them. comes off just like that. Let's get this guy back in the water. There he goes. Where's the one that you set up for yourself?
The thing is that when I go visit, you know, I go to another place, I gotta
Got him. I saw that one.
All right. Way to go. Sweet. Way to go. Get the net. Very nice. That's about as enough. Oh, look at that one. That's a good 4-pounder. Look at that fish.
Good job, Captain Mike.
Oh, this boat is, it's the boat, guys.
Oh.
5-3?
5-1.
Dude, way to go.
5.1. How you doing? Just caught this nice smallmouth over here. We're here on Lake Erie. We've been using different types of baits today, throwing tubes, but this one we caught on a drop shot rig using live bait, emerald shiners. And we've been drifting here along this wall, and you see the water is so clear here that you can see all the way down to the bottom, and you're seeing these fish left and right. There's maybe, I don't know, 15 to 20 of them stacked up on these rocks over here. Drop shot it right down to them, boom, right here.
Release it. Release.
Here we go. Nice small. Thank you, buddy. There he goes, right back down.
Lake Erie's a great place. You got a, 16 to 20 foot boat. You want a trailer, come here, saltwater center council. A lot of people use center councils here. Fishing in June and July is incredible. Most everyone catches fish. It's beautiful water. It's great. Average depth in the western basin is about 37 feet. Your fishing's underutilized.